So here we have the Seat Leon 1.2 TSI SE on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boots and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see not only is it a great looking car, but it's in really fantastic condition the whole way round as well. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. These seats are as good as new. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer with the fuel gauge. On the trip computer in the middle here, you can see the total miles on this car, which are 18,358. The information that's displayed above that can be changed using buttons on the steering wheel. So we're in the driver data menu at the moment, so things like your average fuel consumption, and one really useful piece of information is this one here, which is the digital readout for the speedometer. Besides the driver data menu, there are a few other menus, all of which can be accessed from the steering wheel, so your telephone, audio, satellite navigation for example, and then driving data is the one that we were on, as I say. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the right hand side here are the buttons I was using a moment ago to access the menus, as well as voice activation for the phone. So if you would hit that button and ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, it will do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is of course once you paired the phone, which is done over on the central screen, and I'll show you that in a moment. On the left hand side we have stereo controls, and that button will answer an incoming phone call. As I say, that's all once the phone is paired, which is done over here. So this is all touchscreen, with the exception of a couple of buttons here. This one will take you to the main menu, for example. If you want to pair your phone, you would tap that button there and then hit Find Telephone and follow the instructions on screen, which is very easy to do. This car also has satellite navigation. There's a video showing how that works on our website, which is well worth checking out. In terms of the radio on this car, there's a number of ways to listen to the radio. You can see there you've got DAB digital radio as well as FM and AM. And then besides the radio, in terms of other ways to listen to music, there are plenty. If we hit source, you will see them all listed here. So we have a CD player, 2 SD memory card slots, although one of those is predominantly for the satellite navigation data, 2 USB inputs, Bluetooth audio, so once you pair your phone you can stream music wirelessly as well as making phone calls, and auxiliary input as well. As I say, loads of ways to listen to music. The CD player and SD memory card slots are contained within the glove box just there. So working our way back to the centre here, starting from this button here, this car's got stop and start technology, so it's designed to cut out in traffic when you're stationary to save you fuel. You can turn that system off should you wish to. It's off at the moment, or back on again. And then we have the air conditioning, so you can select the temperature with this dial, fan speed down here, direction of the air on the far right hand side, and then when you're happy with all of that, that button will turn the air conditioning on or back off again. We then have a cubbyhole area just here, and 2 of the, as you can see, USB inputs and the auxiliary input are both stored there as well. We then have a 6-speed manual gearbox with the electronic handbrake, and this is an auto hold function, so if you come to a complete stop when this is turned on, the handbrake will turn itself on. You can turn that system off should you wish to. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.